Welcome to Speaking of Schaumburg. I'm Village President Al Larson. In this episode, we'll be joined by Tim Gerhardt, President of the Schaumburg AM Rotary Club. Then we'll talk to Kaili Harding from the Schaumburg Business Association. We'll close out the program by talking with Deanne, Markos, and Debbie Cwick from Almost Home Foundation. All of this and more today here on Speaking of Schaumburg. The Schaumburg AM Rotary Club provides fellowship and service opportunities to make a difference in the community. Here to tell us more is Club President Tim Gerhardt. Tim, welcome to Speaking of Schaumburg.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, tell me first of all, why there's an AM and there's a PM Rotary Club.
There's so much to do. There's two clubs to do it. Yeah, we spun off the noon club and formed the morning breakfast club, AM club. And that's because some of us get up in the morning early and are working hard throughout the day. So That's why.
And what does a president of the club do?
Well, there's a lot of responsibilities, but basically it's guiding everybody in the same direction so that we can, at the end of the day, raise money and give it away to the community.
Yeah. Give me some examples of some of the projects you've been involved with as far as fundraising is concerned.
Yeah, one of our biggest ones was an international one in Belize, and we actually built a basketball court for them down there so that the kids would be involved with sports instead of doing other things during the middle of the day, and that turned out to be a real positive for the community. We also took balls, bats, and so forth down to them, and so it was really the starting point of them developing a sporting club down there, so they compete now within the local community. But we also do it for Schaumburg, and we're looking at right now raising funds to help the hungry students in the school district. I was very surprised to find out of the 14,000 students in District 54, 31% of them are low income. 4,000 qualify for some assistance in breakfast and food.
Yeah, and of course, undernourished and starving student is not going to be a very good student.
Yeah, what we found out is that those early ages are very important for the brain development, which helps them obviously learn and go along in school.
How many members do you have?
Well, actually, we started out with 17, and we're at 22 this year in the first 2 months of this fiscal year. And our big push is raising membership. The goal is to get it to 30 at the end of the year. We're getting very close to that. And then to raise funds for the community. And our focus, again, is helping out the local community this year.
What are some of the businesses that are involved in the Rotary Club?
Oh boy, we have all kinds, from attorneys to managers of hotels to, let's see, an Uber driver. So we even got that.
Really?
So, yeah, virtually the whole gamut of people get involved. We even have one of our ladies is involved in farming. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So where do you meet?
We meet at Egg Harbor Restaurant Wednesday mornings at 7 o'clock for about an hour and a half.
It's every week?
Every week. Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is that if you miss a meeting here, you can pick it up somewhere else. Is that good?
You can join any club, and you don't get your hands slapped for meeting that. Actually, they've relaxed some of their requirements. So even though we chose to still meet every week, it's not technically a requirement.
How many years have you been involved with the Rotary?
I would say I'm going on my 7th year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did someone approach you? Did someone recruit you? Did you?
You know, I had a friend of mine, Jim McKenzie, that suggested I come join and or check it out. And just, I guess all of us have a little passion for giving back to the community. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I would suggest anybody out there that has that interest to come join us at Egg Harbor on Wednesday mornings. And it's just really a good feeling when you can help others out that are less fortunate as us.
There's some interesting things that take place at these meetings, don't you? You're finding people for frivolous reasons?
You know, we're a little less stringent on that than the Noon Club, but yes, that is something that goes on. Yeah, so if you don't have your pin on or don't have your tie on and so forth, you can potentially get fined.
Now, how was the club formed? I mean, where did it come from?
You know, it started out raising money for polio and eradication of polio. And Afghanistan and Pakistan are the only two countries, really, for the most part, that have any kind of polio cases there. Which the biggest challenge that Rotary International has is just access to the people in those countries. But for the most part, it's been eradicated, so we've kind of changed a little bit of our direction, and that is helping out the local community and international and those that need it.
Okay. What's your favorite project that Rotary is engaged in?
You know, I would have to say that the Belize project, we have connections in Belize, and so I know that it's going for a good cause.
That's Central America, isn't it?
Central America, yep. Right down there by Guatemala.
How many Rotarians went down there?
We had, I would say, 6 people go down on the first mission to find out what we wanted to do, and then probably, thereabouts in the 5, 6, 7 range. So we have fun, and we help them out.
Yeah. What kind of country is Belize? Is it?
Well,
there's good tarpon fishing, I heard.
There's good fishing down there. There's good caving. There's ruins down there.
Oh, wow.
So we had an opportunity to go in a cave down there that no American has ever gone into. Really, they said no white face has ever gone into the cave. So, you don't want to lose your flashlight. You'll be part of the skeletons in the cave.
Are there skeletons in the cave?
Oh, yeah.
You really said?
And there's no ropes around it. Down there, you don't have the same kind of programs as up here. So you're walking in amongst skeletons and rocks, and you might not come out.
Somehow
it's not for the weak at heart.
I'm not sure that's a club I want to get too involved with. Where do your members come from for the most part?
The local community. Even people that would listen to this that have an interest in helping out the community, we welcome them to come join us. But they're of all makes and sizes, businesses.
Who can they call? And what should they call?
You can go on SchaumburgAMRotary.org, and there's a membership tab on there to click. You can call me. I work at All Points. We're a mechanical contractor. There's several ways, but I would say that if you go to the website, that's the easiest way to find out and connect up.
Well, it sounds fascinating, and I'm not sure I want to go in a cave in Belize, though.
No, you're welcome to come with us.
Yeah, right.
We'll do some fishing afterwards.
Spare some bones, Yeah, Tim, thanks for coming out, and I appreciate your...
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And next time you go down to Belize, drop me a postcard. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Schaumburg Business Association is approaching a milestone anniversary. Learn more next here on Speaking of Schaumburg. A 15th anniversary celebration is on the horizon for the Schaumburg Business Association. Here to tell us more is President Kaili Harding. Welcome, Speaking of Schaumburg.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Tell me about this celebration that's coming out, and when is it going to be?
Well, this is our 15th year anniversary for the Schaumburg Business Association, and so we're celebrating that at the Toast of Schaumburg, which is October 21st at the Renaissance Hotel and Convention Center.
Okay. And what are some of the surprises that you have in store for the occasion?
Well, there are some surprises, so I can't give everything away, but this is what I want to tell you. This year, our theme is a steampunk theme, which every year we try to come up with some different exciting theme to make sure that people have a new experience and see a different side of the business association, if you will. And we have our founding chairman coming back this year, Brian Burke, as our MC, so we're really excited about that. And we're going to have some special honorees for our businesses this year. We have 4 honorees in every category, with the exception of the Business of the Year. We have 3 honorees in that, meaning that we have a full slate of 15 companies that will be honored to mark our 15-year anniversary.
I know in the past you've had some exciting interviews and exciting sets and you're used to this kind of stuff, aren't you?
We do. I think we do a really good job of making the evening an engaging evening. Our main goal is to make sure that we're focusing on celebrating businesses that are doing great things in the community. One of the things that we have for the second year this year is our sponsorship of a student from a local high school that we've given a scholarship to. And for the second year, we have a student coming back to speak about their experience this year. Is a guy from a local high school that has received the scholarship. And he's now able to go and pursue his dream career through assistance of this SBA scholarship.
What is his dream career?
He wants to work in business.
Okay.
And I know that this summer he just got finished doing an internship in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Leanne Redden ought to be aware of that. She used to be our transportation director.
Okay.
Now she's head of the RTA.
Okay.
So how many members do you have in SBA?
We're really excited. We have now over 700 members, so it's the most membership we've ever had in the SBA. We also are celebrating quite a diversity of memberships. So we have members ranging in size from 1 employee to 3,000 employees. We are celebrating a wide diversity of cultural businesses that are part of the SBA, everywhere from Europe to Asia, South America. It's really exciting when you come into Schaumburg and see what a diverse community this is, and we have that represented in the SBA as well.
How long have you been president of the SBA?
I've been president of the SBA now for about 4.5 years.
Okay.
It's gone by really quickly. It's been just such a great experience.
Yeah. Where'd you come from?
Well, my previous position prior to the SBA was I was a marketing director with Whole Foods Market, with the Midwestern Market, which was a great experience to lend to my work here. And prior to that, actually, I was a small business owner myself for about 5 years. And before that, I actually worked for a Chamber of Commerce in Clarksville, Tennessee. So I've kind of taken
Clarksville, Tennessee,
home of the 101st Airborne Division. So I've taken my experience in past working with a chamber, working as a small business owner, working with a Fortune 500 company, and combined all those to now being president of the SBA and hopefully leading our association with a clear vision for economic development and for business advocacy, because I really feel like this is one of the greatest business communities that there is in the nation. And I think that there's so much more that we can do to help promote businesses, and I'm working on that every day.
You've got members of the SBA that are employees of the Village of Schaumburg.
That's right, we do. And they've been great members, very active and volunteer driven, and we really appreciate that.
Well, we think the SBA has an important role in promoting economic development as far as Schaumburg is concerned.
Yes.
What, you mentioned 3,000 members from one company?
Yeah, we have companies like Motorola who are members, and they employ more than 3,000 people in this area. So we still have, I think, about 1,200 people on their Motorola campus here in Schaumburg, as well as their campus in Chicago as well. So, and then we just had a ribbon cutting for one of our newest old members, I like to say, Zurich North America. So they've been operating in this in Schaumburg for more than 30 years, but they just built a brand new campus here in Schaumburg, which I think shows the power of this community in terms of being a very welcoming and inclusive business community and a great place to do business. And I think that with their move to their new beautiful campus, it now opens up a whole wide range of new business opportunities for people because they're vacating the current office towers they've been in, which allows for new businesses to come in and take part in our Schaumburg area.
Now you were at that festive occasion, weren't you?
I was. It was great.
What was your impression?
Oh man, I was looking to scope myself out a desk and just start working there, seeing the outside, the campus, and how much they put thought into bringing the outside in, and how much thought they put into creating an inclusive work environment for all their employees. And I don't know if you had a chance to taste some of the food that they had there, but their cafeteria is going to be great. So, and for somebody like me that likes to eat, I'm down for that anytime.
Well, I hope some of those folks will find their way outside the campus and visit some of our other restaurants in town.
I'm sure they will, because we have a lot of good ones here.
Yeah, we do. Sure.
Yeah.
What do you see on the horizon as far as the SBA is concerned? What's your goal in terms of membership?
Well, we're always looking to grow, and I think one of the great things in the Schaumburg business community is we have so many businesses here that aren't yet SBA members, so those are all future members for us. But one of the clear visions that I have for this association is we have to take a more active role in economic development. And I think one of the best things that we can do is help propel our community into a new business incubator. And so one of the things that our board of directors and our staff is working on for the next 3 years is building an entrepreneurial business incubator for Schaumburg.
Wow.
Yeah, we want to start growing businesses here.
Pretty ambitious.
Absolutely, but we can do it.
Yeah. What's your retention in terms of membership in the SBA?
Well, we've actually grown our retention rate. The past 2 years, we went from 66% retention to now 82% retention rate. So it's the highest that we've ever had. And in our industry, it's one of the highest in the country. So we're really proud of that. And I think one of the things that has helped that is just the sheer number of volunteers that we have in the SBA. We have a really great group of ambassadors that help keep members engaged, especially those first-year members. And it really helps them connect with other businesses. It helps them grow their customer base, and it helps us promote their companies within the SBA.
Now, if somebody wanted some more information about the SBA, and you supplied quite a bit of information at this little talk we're having here. Who they contact? Is there a phone number?
Absolutely. It's really easy. The best way to reach us, obviously, by website. It's got a ton of information there, schaumburgbusiness.com, or you can call the office directly. We have a great team that's always there to help people. That number is 847-413-1010.
How many employees do you have?
We have 6.
Okay.
They're the best in the business, too. You can't find anybody else that knows more about business in Schaumburg than those people right there.
That's great. Great. Kylie, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Mayor. My pleasure.
Look forward to Toast to Schaumburg.
That's right. We look forward to seeing you there.
Well, me too. Founded in 2005, Almost Home Foundation has been working to save as many lives as possible. Learn more next here on Speaking of Schaumburg. A dedicated group of volunteers works tirelessly to help save as many dogs and cats as possible. Joining us today is Deanne Markos and Debbie Cwick to tell us about Almost Home Foundation and her friends looking for forever homes. Welcome, Speaking of Schaumburg. And we finally got to it, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Well, tell me about the foundation. How many dogs and cats do you save, and how you got started doing this?
Almost Home has been around since 2005. Probably saved over 12,000 animals from kill shelters and abandonment. This right here is Newt. He's a 4-month-old.
Really?
He came probably from down south from a kill shelter. So he would have been put down if we didn't take him. And he's up for adoption and looking for a foster home or forever home.
4 months?
4 months old, yes.
Wow.
He's a very good dog.
And I have Louie. Louie is a 1.5 years old, and he came in about a month ago with his brother Frankie, and they're a bonded pair, so we're going to try real hard to get them foster. They both need foster or forever home together, too. So they were abandoned.
Now, is it true what they say about black cats don't get adopted for some reason?
It's true. It's black cats and
Really?
black dogs as well.
Black dogs too?
It's the darker animals people are afraid of. And
Why-
actually,
why
they
is
have
that? The superstition?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Wow.
they actually have the best personalities. They're so unique. They're just dolls.
Yeah.
It's doesn't need to be like that at all.
I used to have cats at our house, and we had one cat called Sam. Sam thought she was a dog, and you could throw a ball and
Go fetch it.
Oh yeah.
go fetch it and bring it back, but then it start dropping it part of the way back. So now we began training you to
fetch the ball.
it.
That's
Exactly.
a cat. That's a
Yeah.
cat.
They're
Yeah.
smart.
They
Oh
are.
yes, oh yes. How many do you have on site, dogs and cats? And
Well, we are a volunteer-based organization, so a lot of our animals are in foster homes.
okay.
So I would say at one time, a couple hundred maybe.
Right.
At a time, I would say dogs and cats combined. So,
Really?
we save about 1,000 animals a year, and that's a lot. We're making
At one
a
time,
good dent.
how many cats and dogs do you have, on your list?
I would say probably about 200 total.
Yeah, probably about 200.
200?
Yeah.
Okay. If
And it changes every week because you have adoptions, and then you can bring more in. And
they all have names for them?
yes, they all have names.
And when people adopt it, do they adopt the name, or they put
Some
their own
do.
brand
Some
on
do.
there?
Some do. Yeah, some do. Some will keep the names they think it fits. Others, they want to start from the beginning and create
it
their
new.
own name, so.
What's your most popular color for dogs? This color here?
I would say this or blonder. A lot of people tend to go towards the labs and the yellow labs or and stuff like that.
Well, they're friendlier too, aren't they? Aren't
Yes.
they very friendly?
Considering all that they've been through, they're very friendly. You know, a lot of times we don't know what they've been through, but they're willing to give people another chance, which is nice.
Do you try to pair them up, or I mean, as far as cats are concerned, do you?
Cats, they tend to do better as a pair, more social that way. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I can't hear you purring.
Probably more intrigued.
Yeah, he's just looking around, taking it all in.
Yeah.
But-
And Newt here is
He's interested in everything.
Yeah.
He's young and he's still a puppy.
okay.
Yes, yes. And you're giving me lots of kisses. Thank you.
How did you
Lots
get
of fun.
Newt? Where did Newt come from?
You know, we believe he came from southern Illinois or down south. A lot of times there's a lot of kill shelters out there. A lot of people aren't educated on spay and neuter, and their dogs are either tied up outside or running loose. And they tend to get pregnant, tend to have babies, and then they don't want them, so they turn them into shelters. It's just so many that are in these shelters that they can't continue holding them, so they start euthanizing.
Wait, what's your turnover rate? Say, yeah.
I think dogs are much quicker than the cats. Cats don't do very well at shows for the most part, which a lot of cats have great personalities.
Oh, yeah.
They're just not, you know, they don't show that at a show, where a dog is going to be more lively and, you know, tend to be more interactive with a lot of people.
I assume you have relationships with public safety people that refer cats and abandoned cats and dogs to you.
Absolutely. We get owner give-ups. We get everything.
You have
Local
the
strays.
community who tries to help. They find strays. They bring in cats with kittens, or, you know, kittens that don't have the mamas that need to be bottle fed. So we have a group of people who know how to bottle feed the babies.
That was one of my jobs.
Yeah,
I've done that.
I've done that too.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's
Well, this one here is
Very calm.
Louis is very chilled. So is his brother Frankie. They would make a great companions. You know, they seem to get along with dogs, children, just everybody. They're great. Very easygoing. And his brother Frankie is black, actually. He's an all-black cat with a little bit of white on his chest. He's adorable too. Great personalities.
you get the money for the food and you know.
A lot of it's donations.
Donations.
So we'll get donations from different pet stores. People will bring in donations. We'll have some, like the local Boy Scouts or schools do fundraisers for us, where they'll have everybody donate as much food, treats, whatever they can,
They make
bedding.
blankets, they do.
Yes.
Yeah. The community is wonderful for giving back. Teaching
really
the
are.
children while they're young. It's
What got you involved in this?
My love for animals. When I was first starting out being married, I ran into a feral mom and two kittens, which that's a cat, an outdoor cat, a wild cat. I was living in DuPage at the time, and I decided to foster it. So when I moved to Schaumburg, because I currently live in Schaumburg, I asked around who knew of a shelter, and I ran into a friend who directed me to Almost Home, and I've been with them since the year they started,
Really?
2005. And I do a lot of different things for the group also.
And what's your story?
when I was a little girl, I was the animal lover, and I brought home every stray, and my parents let me, and I'd earn money to buy a mouse, buy a fish, buy a bird, you know what I mean? I loved animals. I just wanted to nurture them. And as I got older and older and understood the need to help, you know, the homeless animals, I started doing that after my children. I mean, I always had my own animals, and then when my children got old enough, they could help be responsible, we started fostering, because I believe we have to teach our children to give back to our community. And that was a nice way for my kids to learn responsibility and give back as they were younger.
Who are you fostering now?
So I mostly foster cats. I work on the cat
You're the cat
side.
lady, huh?
I am the crazy cat lady, I am.
I didn't say.
I'm proud to be the crazy cat lady.
I didn't say that.
I've gotten so much love from the cats. You know,
Yeah.
as much as I give, I think the animals give us back way more.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
agree.
our volunteers, they all feel like that. You know, it's why we keep doing what we do. You know.
I assume you have a relationship with the police department, the fire department.
Oh
Yes.
yes. Oh yes.
Debbie Diamond through Schaumburg.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yes, absolutely. Boy, Newt here really,
He's ready to play.
yeah,
He's only 4 months old, so
He's doing
he's
great.
definitely.
doing great here. Cat didn't jump up on a table.
No, not yet.
Did you say not yet?
Not yet. You're gonna be a good boy, Louie.
Well.
Yeah. He's enjoying his pets.
Again, give me a phone number.
It's 630-582-3738, and it's almosthomfoundation.org.
Okay. And people can contact you about adopting a pet or
Yes, you can go online and you can see all of our dogs and our cats that are available
Okay. And
for adoption.
They're all named, right?
Oh yeah, they're all named. Every Saturday we have our adoption show at PetSmart. Our big show is at Meacham. We have one at Meacham in Gulf, the PetSmart there, and that has dogs. And the cats and dogs are on Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale, across from Stratford Square.
Okay. All right.
Every Saturday from 11 till 3.
Yeah.
We also have a very large fundraiser that we have coming up.
Tell me about it, please.
This is our Little Paws Big Hearts Gala 2016. This is the 12th year we've done this fundraiser. We're looking for people to sponsor this event. We're looking for people to donate items or gift cards or even come to the event. It is open to the public. We only have 500 seats available. I believe we'll have the Marines there and a choir going this year. It'll be a lot of fun, and it's November 19th. And if you want information,
Yes.
I think he wants information too. I would contact gala@almosthomfoundation.org and email. And myself, I run that email.
Well, thank you. Newt, I don't want to shake your hand. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. What did you just got through smelling here? Okay. Hope it's not me. Okay. This is do it for this edition of Speaking of Schaumburg. Join us next month for an all-new episode. Until then, I'll see you around town. And I'll see you guys around town, too.